In a previous video, I explored the concept of the peace that passes understanding, and I want to share a little bit more about this because that is ultimate fulfillment and contentment. And that phrase, although uh, originally comes from the Bible, Philippians 4:7, is something that is explored in all spiritual traditions. In the Bible, it refers to a profound sense of tranquility that transcends human comprehension. And it is explored in other spiritual traditions also. It has several key aspects. First, it is understood to come from the divine, God, or higher power, rather than from human efforts or circumstances. In Christian traditions, it is seen as a gift that surpasses normal human experiences of peace. It is also thought to have a transcendent nature. The peace is described as going beyond all logical understanding or explanation. It is not just an absence of conflict, but a positive state of well being. Experiencing this peace is often linked to a strong spiritual connection or relationship with the divine, including the divine in you. In Christian traditions, it is a result of faith, prayer, and trust in God. It is often presented as an antidote to anxiety and worry. It's a state of mind that replaces fear with trust and turmoil with calm. While seen as a gift, this peace is also something that can be cultivated through spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, studying scriptures. The peace is believed to have the power to change one's perspective and response to life's challenges, providing stability in unstable times. These are the times we need it. Okay, so that's basically, a fundamental summary of how it is viewed in Christianity and spiritual traditions. Non-Christian religions have their own perspectives on a transcendent peace that shares some similarities with, but also differs from Christian concepts. So in Buddhism, emptiness, achieving inner peace through meditation and mindfulness practice. The concept of nirvana represents a state of perfect peace and liberation from suffering. This peace comes from letting go of attachments and achieving enlightenment. In Hinduism, you'll hear the phrase Shanti, refers to a state of inner peace and tranquility. It is achieved through spiritual practices like yoga, meditation, and devotion. It is seen as a union with the divine and freedom from the cycle of, suffering, which is called samsara. In Islam, Sakina describes a divine tranquility or peace of mind. It comes from surrendering to the divine mystery or Allah and living in accordance with certain principles. It's also viewed as a gift from God that brings calmness and reassurance. In Taoism, the emphasis is on living in harmony with the forces of nature. Harmony, the way, Tao, inner peace, achieved through practices like meditation, Tai Chi, and aligning with natural rhythms. It comes from accepting life's flow rather than resisting it. It's also actually connected to the flow experience. In in Jainism, which is connected to or comes from the same period as Buddhism. It comes from basically detachment from the five kleshas, clinging, grasping, recoiling, connected to Hindu ideas also, not knowing the true self, identifying with the ego, fear of death is all resistance to what is. In Judaism, it's called shalom, represents a holistic peace, physical, spiritual, and relational, comes from right relationship with the divine and with others. It is seen both as a divine gift and something to actively pursue. So you can see while the specific concepts and practices of Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Taoism, Jainism might have different variations of the practices, the specific concepts in daily practices are maybe slightly different, but they share the idea of profound inner peace that surprises ordinary experience and is connected to spiritual growth, or let's call it divine grace. The emphasis on practices like meditation, mindfulness, and aligning with the divine within ourselves or the natural order is common across all these traditions. Um, what's the easiest way to know this piece? It's at the background of every experience. Okay, it's at the background of every experience, just like the screen is the background of all these programs. The piece is already there. All you have to do is identify with the background, the source of experience, and not the experience itself. No experience can give you the peace that passes understanding. No experience, only the source of all experience. So, share with me your responses. And if you have any other queries, also check out digitaldeepak.ai. It's a free service. And of course, I will be sharing my book with you soon, Digital Dharma, How to Use Technology to Access Higher Domains of Awareness. Not a substitute for real practice, but that nevertheless a map. Thank you. That's as it is. No resistance, no defensiveness, no denial, and no seeking is the way to peace, or should I say, peace is the way.